Life is not random. Life is coded. I am Anthony Ikemefuna, the Destiny Architect. On this channel, we explore leadership, purpose, stewardship, and legacy. Today, I want to explore why hard work alone eventually fails. Hard work is one of the most valued virtues in life, and rightly so. Hard work builds discipline. Hard work builds strength. Hard work shapes character. But there's an irony that many people do not discover until much later in life. Hard work alone eventually stops working. Not because effort is unimportant, but because effort has limits when it is not guided by understanding. Without insight, effort eventually reaches a ceiling. This was something I had to learn over time. Early in my career, like many professionals, I believed the answer to every challenge was simple: work harder. If a project struggled, I increased my hours. If progress slowed, I increased my intensity. If expectations rose, I pushed myself even further. And for a while, it worked. Effort produced results. Projects moved forward. Opportunities opened up. But over time, something began to change. Some of the hardest working people I knew stopped making progress. They worked tirelessly, yet their results were slowed down. At the same time, others who did not appear to work as hard continued to move forward steadily. At first, it seemed unfair, but eventually I realized something important. The difference was not effort. The difference was in how that effort was being applied. I remember a defining moment during my time in Ericsson in Sweden. I had been given a high-pressure leadership role, managing a complex project involving multiple teams and stakeholders. My response was predictable. I increased my effort. I worked longer hours. I studied every detail. I tried to solve every issue myself. But despite all the effort, the project began to slow down. Meetings increased, decisions were delayed, and misunderstanding multiplied. Then a senior colleague said something to me that changed my perspective completely. Anthony, you are working incredibly hard, but you are solving problems that should not exist in the first place. That was the turning point. Hard work solves problems, but understanding prevents them. Hard work creates movement, but structure creates progress. As systems grow more complex, effort alone becomes insufficient. Life operates through systems. Organizations operate through systems. Leadership operates through systems, and systems reward alignment more than intensity. A person who understands the system can achieve more with less visible effort. A person who misunderstands the system may work endlessly and still struggle. This is why hard work alone eventually stops working. Not because effort loses its value, but because complexity increases. As responsibilities grow, results are no longer determined by effort alone. They are shaped by decisions, leverage, alignment, and understanding. Effort applied in the wrong direction multiplies motion. It does not multiply results. This is the shift that effective leaders eventually make. They stop trying to do more. Instead, they begin to understand more. They study patterns. They study systems. They study structure. And by changing these invisible forces, they achieve results that effort alone could never produce. Hard work will always matter. But over time, one truth becomes clear. Progress is rarely the product of hard work alone. It is the product of effort applied with understanding. So the question is not, are you working hard? Many people are. The real question is this: is your effort aligned with the system you are operating in? Because when effort and understanding come together, progress starts feeling like struggle. it begins to feel like design. Take a moment to reflect on your work today. Are you creating progress or simply creating motion? Remember this: success is not enough. You are designed for good success, success that creates significance, significance that is rooted and grounded in purpose, significance that is powered by stewardship and built into a legacy that echoes into eternity. If this reflection resonates with you, I invite you to reflect on your journey. If you are interested in exploring the deeper structures behind leadership, purpose, stewardship, and legacy, consider joining this channel. I also explore many of these ideas in greater depth on LinkedIn and Facebook, where I write in longer form.